everybody, welcome back to another video. And yeah, this is going to be the first video of my long road trip for the summer. This road trip is like 75 to 80 days. It's about 6:45 on day 4, and I'm here back in Grand Marais, Minnesota. So today's video is actually going to be a little bit different from just travel photography. It's going to be probably what I want to do in the future, actually, and it's my first travel photography job. So me and my sister came through Grand Marais about 2 to 3 weeks ago, and we were staying at this hotel, which is called the Shoreline Inn. And it was fairly dead when me and my sister were here. It was cold. It was still like early May. Just the town in general was pretty empty, so we didn't really do too much. We went to dinner, we talked to the people here at the hotel. They're very nice, and I actually suggested to them that I could get some photos of their rooms or the building itself and the beautiful view that we have here at the hotel, and they actually took me up on that offer, and so I got 2 free nights here in the Shoreline Inn. I'm in the nicest room because it has a beautiful view, which I will show you in a second. I have tonight. They also decided to give me the night on my drive back across the country, so I forget the date of that, but it's like end of July, early August, I'll be back here again. So I just got here, and it's about 6:45, like I said, so I wanted to get some photos of the room before I brought all my stuff in. Yeah, so we got a huge bed. We've got the bathroom behind me, and then here's the entranceway. You can see my tripod all set up because I already took the photos of the room here. I do have to say, with my lenses currently, 24 millimeters probably isn't wide enough for indoor real estate photography. I still got some good shots. I had to do some bracketing because, you know, inside is fairly dark and then out the windows is fairly bright still. So I had to take like 3 or 4 shots in the same tripod position, and then in Photoshop, I'll mask those together and just bring in, you know, I'll just bring in some of the shadows from the dark room and match it with the highlights of the windows, so those will turn out pretty nice. I got some other shots of the, you know, the stuff around the room. So right here is my camera, but I took some shots of the remote and the little welcome packet, and then I got some photos of a nice pillow here, and then the toiletries in the bathroom. I got some photos because they set those up really nicely, and I think that's something you should show off at a hotel. It gives you good service, and the room is prepared perfectly. So I got a bunch of different photos, and I'll probably be giving those to them as soon as I can. I am pretty backed up with photos, and I don't think they're in too much of a rush, but the main thing is actually the drone. So as soon as I brought that up last time I was here, they were kind of like, we don't really need photos that much. But then as soon as I said that I had a drone and I could show off the location of the hotel, because that's the main selling point here, is that it's literally on the point to this little outcropping and the lighthouse that I was taking photos at last time I was here. So yeah, the view, here's the view. And then here's the other window. Look at that. But yeah, that's the view. So it's actually surprising because when I was last here, it was super windy and I would not be able to fly the drone. But today's actually the perfect day because all the trees next to me and on the point are not moving at all, and it's perfect lighting. So I'm gonna go get my drone and set that up and fly it from their back deck and get some photos and video to show you guys of the Shoreline Inn. Yeah, that's about it for this evening. Earlier in the trip, I drove about 4 hours the first day. I got to somewhere in Pennsylvania. I didn't get too far because packing took me a while. Then the second day I drove fairly far, about 8-9 hours, to a state park in Indiana. I had some raccoons in my campsite. I didn't get any photos, it was too dark. But yeah, then it was pouring rain that night, and I woke up fairly early in the morning before more rain came in, packed up the tent early, and then drove 7 more hours to a free campground in Wisconsin. Then today I woke up in that campground in, again, pouring rain, but it was also hailing at the same time. So I literally had hail like on the side of my tents building up over the night. There was a lot of mosquitoes there, and it wasn't that pleasant, but it was a free campsite and it had a fairly decent bathroom. So yeah, it is what it is. Then on the drive today, it was only about 4 hours, but it took me a lot longer because I made a few stops. My main stop was when I got onto one of these highways in the middle of Wisconsin and ended up driving past a deer that was hit by a car, so a dead deer, and then there was a bald eagle on the deer. So I, slowed down safely on the side of the highway. I walked back up the road with my 200 400 and got the best bald eagle photos I've ever gotten. He did not care that I was there at all. The cars passing by didn't faze him, and I got some video of that bald eagle, so I'll show you guys that now. And I'll show you anything else cool that I have filmed so far on this trip. But yeah, it's really, really kicking off today. And tomorrow for sunrise, I'm going to try to get photos of the lighthouse again. But mainly I'm going to go up the Gunflint Trail and try to see that wolf that I saw on my birthday. So yeah, I'm going to go out and fly the drone now. And I'll update you guys later on after sunset. So guys, it is now after sunset, and it turned out to be quite an amazing sunset. The clouds that I was talking about that were covering the sun earlier ended up being really high altitude, so then the sun got below them and lit them all up beautifully right over the bay. I didn't get any photos with my camera, but I did get a lot of photos with the drone and got a lot of awesome drone footage. So yeah, I think you guys will enjoy that. So I'll show you guys that now, and I'll talk to you in the morning for sunrise. Good morning, everybody. It is currently 5:15 in the morning. I look absolutely exhausted. This bed was wonderful. Even though I only got like 5.5 hours of sleep, I'm pretty wide awake and ready to go find some wolves. I'm going to be fully prepared this time. I'm going to have my lens on my lap the entire drive. Hopefully I won't miss a wolf like I did on my birthday when I saw one. When I was filming something with my phone, it ran across in front of me. I didn't have a chance to put my phone down and get the camera out, and he went into the woods before I got any photos. So yeah, we're going to head out now. The sun just rose. It looked like a fairly boring sunrise because there's not many clouds in the sky. So I'm not even going to take any landscape photos at the artist point because I think it's just better spent off in the woods trying to find some animals. So yeah, I'm probably going to do that for a few hours, and then I'm going to come back to the room, have some breakfast, and take another nap before I have to check out. So yeah, I'm going to get going now. So I will talk to you guys when we're up on the Gunflint Trail trying to find some animals. So guys, I made it to the end of the Gunflint Trail here. I'm not quite sure how long it was. I'm pretty sure it's like over 50 miles or something like that. It took me about an hour and 20 minutes to get to the end, and I haven't seen anything actually. I've seen a few water birds, a few ducks that I got some photos of. The drive has been really nice because it's still quite early in the morning, so the sun was just rising, and going through the thousands and thousands of lakes that they have on the sides of the roads here, it has all this steam and fog rising off of the lakes. Everything looks really cool, and it would be like perfect conditions to see a moose or something in one of these small ponds or lakes, but I haven't seen anything. Like I said, right now I'm in very, very thick fog. I'm at the very end, and it's right near a large lake, which actually was a northern water highway. In the 17th, 18th, and 19th century, people or traders would come here from the Pacific all the way through the Great Lakes and make it here and trade furs and things with the native people here. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Hopefully I'll see something on the way back. It's only 7:20, so the last time I was up on the road and saw the wolf on my birthday, I think it was like already 7:30 or later. I'm all the way at the end here, so I'm hoping that on the drive back, it'll give the animals a bit more time to wake up, and I'll start seeing things towards the middle of the drive where all the lakes were. I definitely got my hopes up with that drive back, but I ended up seeing nothing more than this cute little hummingbird. After packing up and leaving Grand Marais, I continued west through the back roads of northern Minnesota, drove 60 miles on gravel, finally saw some wolves at the International Wolf Center, and ended up watching the sunset at a quaint campground on the shore of the small Echo Lake. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will talk to you guys in the next video when we're back in North Dakota.